And as a young man, he was summoned to the wars. Spent his best years with blood on his hands.
Hey guys, it's HomoMoto. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I got a question for y'all. What is the meaning of life? I have my own opinions of what that is. Probably wrong. Actually, I asked Google 4 or 5 times. Hey Google, what's the meaning of life? And it gave me several very strange answers. Here's a few of them. Now, while you're watching these, I'm going to keep talking. I had a couple girls knock on my door the other day, and when I answered it, it was getting kind of dark-ish. I answered it, and there was 2 real pretty, probably late teenage girls, and they were wearing long dresses, and they had little name tags, like the little Morbins you see coming knocking on your door, but I've never seen Mormon girls. And they had the little Book of Mormon in their hands, and I do tend to be hateful to people that knock on my door, especially if it's unsolicited, especially if it's religious crap, because you never know, are they scoping out the house to rob you? Are they psychos? Are they going to kill you? Are they going to eat your family? I mean, you never know, especially nowadays. But, I mean, they looked innocent enough. That, and I had a loaded 380 in my front pocket, so I talked to them. And let me tell you, they were very sweet. And before they got too much into their spill, I let them know, look, I know a little bit about the Mormon faith. I don't agree with it or believe as you do. I do believe in God. Ironically that I'm gay, and I do, but I do believe in God. And I'm not going to have anyone tell me that I'm believing wrong. Because I had a hard enough time in my life dealing with my own self and my own, what's going to happen to me in the afterlife, a long time. A real good friend of ours, it's a pastor, he actually did my mom's funeral. He and I had a long talk about, yeah, gay ain't great, but there's things that are worse, and it's what's in your heart. I mean, we had a long talk. And he could back up what he said with scripture. I'm not a pastor, so I don't know the scripture he was using, but, he eased my mind a lot. I was to the point, at one point, it was not long after I first came out, that I was having a very hard time dealing with being gay. And hang on just a second. Yeah, I do that about every other video, but I get the itching. But I won't lie, I was to the point where I was thinking, if I'm gonna die anyway and burn in hell, why do I want to go through all this suffering and keep on living and living and living? Because I can't change who and what I am. I even tried. I got engaged once, but it was a lie. I didn't feel right about the situation. Never did. Never was any physical attraction. I was just doing what everybody was telling me was right. But my conscience was telling me, don't destroy this girl's life because the church says that you need to be with a girl. Way back in the days of Romans and even before that, same-sex couples were not that uncommon. They were actually more common than uncommon. So it took me a while to figure out what life meant to me. To me, life means do to others what you would want them to do to you, okay? Try to be a good person. And, I've worked in law enforcement. I've been a first responder. I've been a firefighter. I've done all kinds of stuff helping other people. I'm not going to say I was trying to buy my way into heaven, either with money or good deeds, but I was doing what I thought was right for me and for my family and for the person I was helping. And I felt good about it, and I still do when I do these things. So, to me, that's what life means. It means doing what you have to make sure the human race goes on. And to make sure that your family knows that you're a good person. Raping, robbing, killing, all that stuff, that's not life. Anyway, getting back to the girls, I talked to them for a while, and, we talked about several different religions. And after a few minutes, talking, maybe 30, 40 minutes, I told them who I was, the HomoMoto me. And one girl looked to be in shock, and the other one smiled real big. And she said, well, that's cool. I've got a lot of gay friends. Well, that's cool. But here's the thing. A lot of religions won't let women witness. And as a matter of fact, if they do, they can be put to death. Okay? I don't believe that. I have no problem with these girls telling me what they believe and trying to win me to their side. But the problem is, in my opinion, we're all on the same side anyway. You've got so many different kinds of religions that believe basically in the same being in a different way. So, if I believe this way, you believe that way, it's kind of the same, about the same being with a different name. I think we're living right. You know, and I think helping people, doing everything you can to help people, you know, I'm not saying go out of your way, but if you've got extra food on the table that, you know, is going to spoil before it's used, give it to a food bank. If you see someone broke down on the side of the road, stop and help them if it's safe. You know, be cautious, because there have been times I've stopped to help people and I've pretty much regretted it. Do what feels right to you, keeping your personal safety in mind, and just enjoy life. We've only got one. You know, don't do the things I've done in my life by regretting who I was and letting people tell me I'm wrong. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family. Depression is a monster, and suicide is, you know, typically an end result, especially if you're living a life that all these religions are telling you you're going to die and go to hell anyway. What is the point of keeping on going on living? Really, there's not. But if you search inside yourself, search inside your own heart, you'll see that goodness that's there, and it always has been. Google has some strange answers for what the meaning of life is. My opinion is clearly different than Google. You know, what's your ideas on that? You know, be it religious or be it spiritual or be it, you know, just what do you think the meaning of life is? I would like to know what all you guys and gals think the meaning of life is, or what your opinion is, because that might help me find more so me. And, you know, by you watching this video and seeing some of the comments, maybe you'll find more about yourself than you realized it was there in the first place. Guys, that's all I got for this one. I really do love y'all, and roll tide.
I was a storm, and I passed right over you. And I tried to eclipse the sun, in the hopes that you love the tumble and spray in your face, and the sky broken by light.